Okay, let's get one thing straight. If there's one thing I hate more than idiot drivers, it's drug heads. I live in a small town in Washington, and as you probably know, small towns tend to have a lot more problem with people who do drugs than big cities do, because it's a lot more noticeable and does a lot more damage to the community than it does in a big city. My dad works as a cop, so I'm naturally inclined to dislike criminals, but I just don't get what it is with these people. Now, I'm not talking about the people who smoke weed and stuff and experiment with weed in high school and all that crap. I could care less about them. That's their decision. It's like smoking cigarettes or something. What I'm talking about is methamphetamines and cocaine and ecstasy and all that shit that screws you up and kills you and messes up your personality. Walmart isn't exactly the best place to work, but it gets me the money, and I got a car and everything, and I'm getting ready to pay for it here, but sometimes some of these people I have to deal with just make me want to quit and go work at a computer store or something, which I might actually do as soon as I get my feet solid on the ground, which probably, sadly, won't be for a while. So for now, I'm going to have to stick with Walmart. Back on subject. They make me work as a door greeter sometimes, and I notice these people walking in with like welts on their face and bloodshot eyes, and you can fucking tell that these people have been overdosing and drugging themselves to death on methamphetamines. And it's just disgusting to see these people getting paychecks from our government and coming into Walmart and buying groceries and shit. And my manager agrees with me. Her name is Gail, and she agrees wholeheartedly with me. I heard her talking in the break room one time that we shouldn't be letting people like that in the store, so ever since then I've been keeping an eye out for another person like that looks drunk or looks like they're a drug head, and if one of them tries to come into the store, I won't let them in. It's just pathetic to see people downtrodden to such a level. One thing that really, really irks me is that they think they're God or something. Like, even just hearing my dad come home and talk about some of the people he has to deal with is disgusting. Like, excuse me. Sometimes he just comes home and takes a shower. It's really disturbing. I never want to work as a jailer in my entire life because I don't want to deal with shit like that. The people he deals with probably haven't showered for 2 or 3 years. Spend all their money on drugs and food only when they absolutely have to eat. And just generally go around wasting space. And, oh man, I can't even think straight. This pisses me off so much. I guess the reason it pisses me off so greatly is because these people try to live their lives out in God knows where, and then they have kids. I mean, what the fuck? Who would want to screw someone like that anyways? I wouldn't even go near someone who looks like that. You can tell they're on meth, so... and they're so concentrated on drugs, I'm surprised that they're having sex in the first place, you know? But it really is sad to see kids born into something like that, you know? I mean, who would want to grow up in a household where your parents cook meth and did drugs and sold them to their friends, quote unquote. I don't even want to talk about this anymore. It's just truly, truly disgusting. And please, if you know somebody that looks like they're taking these kind of drugs or something, just call them into the police. If they have kids, call Child Protection Services, something to get these people away from. I wouldn't call it a life, to get these people away from harming anyone. It's truly, truly disgusting.